Oh, we got a running back, though.
Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Yeah, bro.
From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Tampa.
19 yards that time for number 19.
Tampa Bay.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Florida.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 39 yards. And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked by Julian Love. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Throwing on second down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
First down thing.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And some room to work. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel Jones. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown.
Y'all better pay Lamar Jackson.
A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect.
Y'all better pay that man his money,
It's a little bit of a turnover. He went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss right to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones buying time to his left. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
That's why I want to start learning how to do like kick-off return. That should be hard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
You got to activate Lamar.
They're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short.
Oh, you got to activate Lamar.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rolling to his right.
Ooh.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's got Slayton on the slant. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Check 26, check 26. Mike 6. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike
Jones, a final shot before break. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
You think Jacksonville is going to beat the Chargers?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
What's your picks? I want to hear your picks with this game coming up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 71 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
He's a wild card.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Titans in.
Operating from the gun, Jones, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
The Rams, no. You got a different schedule. The Rams ain't in the playoffs. Yeah, the Rams ain't in the playoffs.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Darnay Holmes in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
That's my team right there. We got to send it. That's my team right there. We got to send them boys home.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and
he's
brought
get hard in the playoffs, I'm telling you. A lot of
buried
people
behind the
won't
line
come
by
out.
Azeez Ojulari.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson.
I got Bucks.
And he's going to go down again.
Azeez Ojulari
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. It's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Yeah.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Slap under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Azeez Ojulari.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL
your main team?
On EA Sports.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked by Julian Love. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Oh, I'm gonna send it again. I'm about to snap.
Here's Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Room here to run. And he's taken down before he gets this across the 25-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, like they become even more difficult to stop.
A green shirt, with red hair or something.
Let's go. 72. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 6.
Oh.
Mike 6. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after
Oh, it's
you.
D.O.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, it's D.O. Oh, I see.
Up the middle with Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And some room to roam now. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34.
Come on,
so the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Giants.
The toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike 18. Mike 18.
Barkley inside handoff. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they
So who your NBA team is?
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
I had it, but I don't like it. Yeah. switching up. You lost the zone, huh?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A handoff to Barkley.
145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Back.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, it's Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.